Now, US presidential hopeful Newt Gingrich has surged in opinion polls ahead of voting in South Carolina, the latest leg of the battle to be the Republican challenger to the US President Barack Obama. Today's election is a crucial test for the four remaining contenders, as Newt's nearest rival, Mitt Romney, said the race is neck and neck. Well, voting's just started in South Carolina, and for more in-depth look at the four candidates, I'm joined now by Dr. James Boyes, who's a professor in US politics. Let's start, shall we, with this surge for Newt Gingrich. I mean, this comes after the debate, which was quite interesting television, should we say?
It was indeed. A week ago, Mitt Romney was expecting to win this, and then revelations have come out about Newt Gingrich. One would expect, therefore, that he would have fallen in the polls, but the exact opposite has happened. Newt Gingrich has surged in South Carolina. The debate was very raucous, as you suggest, and he turned what could have been a very, very problematic situation into an attack on the media, which never goes down badly with the Republican mainstream.
Because he had quite a tricky week, didn't he?
Newt Gingrich,
yeah.
Absolutely. His wife came out in an interview on ABC television and suggested that he'd asked for an open marriage so he could date his now new third wife. But this is nothing new. This is something which had come out in Esquire magazine 2 years ago. So he's managed to turn a real problematic situation into one which has helped him surge to the lead now in South Carolina.
And things had been looking very good for Mitt Romney. Now, in the past week, bit of a situation in Iowa, which hasn't helped.
48 hours ago, Mitt Romney was the nominee in all but name. He'd won Iowa, New Hampshire, and was expected to win South Carolina. And then within 24 hours, he's basically been stripped of the nomination process from Iowa. He's only won New Hampshire, which was his neighbouring state, and he's now behind in the polls in South Carolina. So the momentum that he was carrying forward, which he was expecting to do so well with, has now evaporated effectively.
And South Carolina is crucial, isn't it? Am I right in saying that not one Republican candidate who's gone on to win the nomination has done so without taking South Carolina since 1980?
Yeah, it's a must-win state for any Republican, for the reasons you mentioned from historical perspectives, but also the idea of momentum going into next week's vote in Florida, which is vital for anybody going to take this nomination forward. And
a long way to go, of course. Who's your money on?
Thanks for that. I think at the moment you'd have to say that Romney has the organisation in place, but if he loses today and then doesn't take it into Florida, then really the momentum will have slipped away and the coalition will have formed around Newt Gingrich.
OK. Thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
You.
Nice to see you.